And no, he is not named after the Prince of Darkness. He is named after... We're so ready for lunch. I know. Thank you. This is a medium large too. I just... Hello, internet friends. Welcome to this week's vlog. I would like to apologize in advance. I purchased a new camera and I am still getting to know said new camera. At the very beginning of the video, I have the beauty filter on and I luckily uploaded the footage before I finished filming the whole video and saw said beauty filter and was like, whoa, let's dial that down a bit. But then for the other half, I feel like I look somewhat like myself. So apologies in advance, but yeah, enjoy the vlog. Good morning, internet friends. Today, I am so excited because I think we're going to Disney Springs today, and I haven't been there in a quick minute. They've taken down all the decorations, so I'm a little sad. It's like Christmas time's over, and you know, it is what it is. Also, new year, new me, I upgraded and I got a vlogging camera. I'm gonna try out not using my cell phone. My cell phone has just always been so easy because it's just, you know, it's a grab and go piece. Like, I think anybody can create content these days because we all have cell phones. So no excuses in that sense. But I have been wanting something that is maybe a little bit easier to just kind of hit record because I feel like I'm in my talkative era. Like, this is me sharing so much more of myself with you guys. I was thinking about this, but I was like, why all of a sudden am I just so talkative? And I just want to make longer content. I want to make more informative content. And the only thing I could think of is for the last year before I got here to Florida, I had a golf ball size cystic nodule on my neck. And that was the thing. Like, that was a moment in time for me. I try my best really not to complain about that situation because I know how fortunate I was to come out of that completely unscathed. Like, I didn't have to have surgery. I just was able to get it taken care of. But regardless, there's no denying that it was not stressful in its own way. I'm just thankful that it's gone, and I think I just feel so much more confident pressing record these days is really what it comes down to. I just remember I would like look back at footage and you could just like, you could see it. There were so many times where I would cut clips out because it was just so giant. And I knew most of you guys knew what was going on, or at least like had some general idea, because I at least talked about it as much as possible so that people weren't like worried. It was a thing for me, you know, it was a thing to get past, but we're here and I'm thankful that it just was a nothing. Like, it was a non-issue. So, yeah, buckle up guys, because we got a vlog to film. I had to laugh on my last video. Vulver Vintage, who also does awesome vintage content, she spotted this from like a mile away kind of thing. It had been on my clothing rack for ages and is listed, but I honestly think I'm gonna keep it. I keep trying to talk myself out of pulling it from my inventory, but it is just so cute. It's like a little Winnie the Pooh. Oh man, I love it. It's a classic shacket jacket, and these are not cheap in the parks. I thrifted this, and I'm trying to convince myself to sell it, but I'm also like, you know, look who just decided to join me. I think he's mad at me right now because I'm not eating lunch. And normally when we eat lunch, he gets a little treat. So he's like, ma'am, can you eat lunch already? Some of you might be surprised to all of a sudden see a dog in my vlogs. When I was in Vegas, I was living with my sister and she had 3 dogs. So I was constantly showing dogs in my videos. And let me just say, that was the hardest part about me leaving Las Vegas, was leaving those dogs. They became my best friends. I did not vlog that part of me leaving because I was bawling my eyes out. I like, even talking about it right now, I'm like, okay, I won't keep talking about it because I will literally cry. But Ozzy is my mom's dog and he has COPD and he is a senior dog. So I try not to show him too much because I know just like for some dogs, just putting a camera in their face makes them so nervous. So I always kind of avoid trying to film him too much because I don't want to make him nervous. And he is one of those dogs that runs very nervous. So that's Ozzy. That's Ozzy for you. And no, he is not named after the Prince of Darkness. He is named after Oswald. You are so ready for lunch. I know. You got like one little paw just right out the bed, waiting to go. Okay, we are taking the Winnie the Pooh jacket out for a spin. I'm digging it. It is so cute and it's so cozy. It's perfect for weather like this too, because it's actually pretty humid outside still, but it's gonna get colder tonight. So this with just like a light t-shirt on is perfect. But it's also supposed to rain again tonight, so I have my umbrella and I have my waterproof Vivia shoes on. So these are boots too, but they are almost like a sock style, like they're a wool knit, so they are going to keep me very warm when the temperatures drop down, and I appreciate that.
And I'm sure it's really pretty at night too. That might just need to
Why everything just falls off the hanger? I really like these ponchos. They're cute. That's probably my favorite piece that I've seen so far.
This one?
Yeah, that is so fun. How much is it? $250? How much?
Oh, $268.
$268. Oh, those are cute. Model number 1, looking beautiful. I like it. I think they're cute. They're cute. This is a medium large too.
They're always huge.
Yeah, everything runs bigger. I just want to know what it is. Acrylic. Wow, it's only 11% wool. It's mostly acrylic. But it feels like it looks like a mohair.
Yeah, like it grows.
Yeah, it looks mohair, but it's not. This place kind of looks like it hasn't even recovered from day after Thanksgiving sales. This place is a mess.
I need to be their cleanup crew.
Yeah. Gosh, look at that. It's terrible. Itchy. Terrible. My goodness. I was really hoping that I could come in here and feel like I was like revived with Zara. That is not happening. What? This looks like a vintage coat that's been washed like for 50 years. This almost looks like a 1930s number. I don't think, does it come with that? Oh yeah, that's like built into the dress. It's really pretty. You can spot farm from a mile away. This one though is probably my favorite because it has hints of a 1980s dress with the way that it drapes right there. It's giving me very 1980s vibes. I always just love coming in here though and looking at the name brands because there's always something new in here. There's always like some new brand to research. And then there's some old brands like this one, Corylin Culture, that I will always find out in the wild. And it's one of those brands that like, it sells, but not that easily. Still beautiful dresses though. I mean, it's a vibe. I have to start this out with a quick apology because I noticed when I uploaded all of the footage from what I was just previously filming a couple days ago, I had tried putting the beauty filter on just to see what it would look like, and I was just so mortified for how it looks with the beauty filter on. It just feels like something just feels off about it. It's like that uncanny valley thing where you just look at it and you're like, that doesn't quite add up. So I took the beauty filter off, and I feel much better about it. I think tonight we are going to head into Epcot because it is Festival of the Arts and I just want to go see it. I've never been to Festival of the Arts before. This is something that I've never checked out, so I'm super excited to just see all of the fun paintings and artwork and, you know, all the different things that they do for this time of year. It looks like it is very cold and windy outside. It says it's 58 degrees, and I feel like I should also apologize for that because I have been keeping up with the weather reports across the country and it is just freezing cold. So I know 58 degrees sounds wonderful to most people. However, for me, I am planning on bundling up because it's gonna get even worse tonight. So yeah. I know it's cold, but like cold in perspective is the thing. I thrifted this Mickey t-shirt a while back, and then I just recently found this J. Crew cashmere. It's 100% cashmere cardigan, and I just realized why the person donated it. This button right here has a chunk taken out of it, which as a thrifter doesn't bother me. Oh, look at that. There's a button in here, so I can fix it. Okay, note to self. I'll repair it eventually. Hello. It is my favorite time of the week. It is thrifting day. It's actually like the start of my week technically. I normally thrift like Monday through Friday kind of thing. I try and avoid weekends at all costs only because it gets so busy. Conundrum with that though is Sundays are the tag days, so they go half off that day, and I'm always like trying to convince myself to just go do it, but I always end up getting all the leftovers on Monday. Like whatever's left behind that someone didn't snag that was 50% off, I'm like, okay, I'll pick that up today. So today is the leftovers day, but I'm excited to go in there and see what I can find. I'm looking a little bit for myself, but mostly for the shop today. If I can find any like long duster jackets, that's really what I've been craving the most lately. I think because the weather's been so perfect for just like a long duster, and I always end up getting rid of whatever really good duster jacket I pick up, so I'm always motivated to pick up another one. So that's what I'm on the hunt for, but yeah. Let's go thrifting. Also, I'm excited to test out this new camera. If I pop in with a voiceover, it's because the audio didn't work, but fingers crossed. I am really hoping that this audio works out. One of the hardest things to figure out audio on is a thrift store. Like, it is almost impossible. And I know I can get like a lavalier mic or whatever those are. I just, like, I'm always trying to figure out how I don't have to go in there with so many attachments. So fingers crossed. I really hope the audio works out. But yeah, let's go thrifting. It is really busy here today, but so far, I think my favorite piece is this one. I think it's sold on Unique Vintage, so very cute. Little rockabilly pinup number. I love finding stuff like this, even if it's reproduction. And then I think I'm gonna grab this for myself. It's just a like classic Banana Republic button down, but I feel like for how I've been dressing lately, it kind of fits my new wardrobe style. I'm starting to realize I left the house without eating anything, so kind of starting to feel a little tapped, which is a bummer because I haven't done much. These are cute. Kate Spade Keds collab. I had no idea they even did a collab. My couple favorite pieces that I really like from this trip is going to be this Karen Millen piece. It kind of reminds me of the Derek Lamb dress that I picked up that I really just ended up liking the fit. It's like that skater fit flare style, which is so weird because that is a classic piece that hasn't really been in style for a long time. But I don't know, I'm excited to kind of add that to my wardrobe. And then this is a Rixo for Target dress that I just really like the print on it. I ended up getting rid of my other Rixo for Target dress. I just didn't really like the front design. This doesn't have anything funny going on, so I'm gonna give that a try. Okay, so note to self, don't ever leave for the thrift store again without eating lunch. I can't believe I did that. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. It was just honestly one of those moments where I think I was leaving the house earlier than I normally do, and I just spaced on eating. And by the time it hit 2 p.m., I was like, oh man, I made a huge mistake and I need to get home ASAP. One of the biggest things that I always try and avoid whenever I go thrifting is I don't want to end up going through the drive-thru somewhere or like going to some random place to pick up food, because it just, you know, like it adds up, and it's just one of those things that I don't want to get back into that bad habit. When I worked retail, that was one of the bad habits that I had, was like just always eating out for lunch. So I try my best to be mindful about that, or at least like pack something to carry with me to eat. Anyways, I don't know why I'm spending so much time talking about food, because I ate. I'm good. I'm good to go. I think the piece that I am the most excited for today is the Rixo dress. I love Rixo as a label. I think their items are absolutely beautiful, and I just really enjoy looking at some of their pieces. I think they have a great catalog. This being Rixo for Target, you know, it's like less exciting. The quality isn't there. It's not something that you would get on the Rixo website. I found that out with like Sandy Liang, having like an actual Sandy Liang dress versus like the Target version. It's just like, it's never going to be the same. It's the fast fashion version of what you love. So with that being said, I'm not going into it expecting too much, but I am really excited to get it on. But also, yes, 1000%, I do change into my sweatpants as soon as I get home. It's just, you know, it's like what you gotta do when you're thrifting and you come home, you gotta put the sweatpants on. I don't make the rules. So this is the Rixo dress. Now, when I got the other one, a few of you really didn't like what was going on down here, and I kind of had to agree. It just wasn't quite, I don't know, it just, there was something very unappealing about it. So I felt like this one being just like a plain print, the only really attention driving piece are the ruffles on the sleeves, and I mean, I'm never gonna say no to some good ruffles. But I also really appreciate that this is a bias cut. I talk about that a lot. It's empire waist. It just, like, the shape of it is very complimentary. It is obviously a winter springtime piece, so I don't know how much use I'm gonna get out of it right now, but I do feel like this is gonna be a fantastic piece to put into my wardrobe. I just think the cut on it is fantastic. If you haven't looked at Rixo as a brand, I definitely recommend checking them out. They just have beautiful pieces. Like, we're talking timeless, classic, almost some of them have odes to like 1930s, 1940s numbers. They're just very like slinky style dresses, and I am such a sucker for that. Next, this is the Karen Millen dress. Now, I have to say, Karen Millen is one of those fascinating pieces to me, because I think the entire time I lived on the West Coast, I found maybe one Karen Millen piece. It's not really a label that you find on the West Coast, but out here it seems to be something that I actually stumble upon quite often. So I think it's just that classic, almost timeless, sort of falls into the equestrian style. I guess maybe because I watched Lydia Millen on YouTube. Lydia Millen embodies that style, if you will. So I don't know if maybe that's why I'm finding it so much more out here, but it is a beautiful piece. Karen Millen is kind of all over the place. I think because it's a legacy brand, it doesn't always seem to be something that I enjoy picking up. Some of their styles feel a little bit outdated, but I feel like something like this is just that timeless cut. And also the houndstooth print on it, I feel like that's also never gonna go out of style. Something about a fit and flare, I'll never say no to it. It's just, classic piece. The last piece is just this classic Banana Republic shirt. I think what drew me into this is I have had so many variations of this that are the men's style. I always find this shirt in the men's section, but this is a nice fitted, tailored, and I really enjoy the cut on it. It just, like it's cut to be tailored. Like it's pre-tailored for me, and I appreciate that. So that was what really drew me into this, but also just, you know, this is a classic look. This is something that you can do so many different things with this. You could wear this with a suit. You could wear this with a nice polished skirt. Okay, friends, I think I'm going to end the vlog here. I hope you guys enjoyed this little thrift with me, and thanks for giving me a moment and some grace to try and figure out filming on this new camera. It's definitely been a little bit of a learning curve, but I think I'm getting the hang of it slowly but surely. I think so far the audio sounds like it's okay, but only time will tell. Thrift stores are notorious for blasting their music, so it's always a learning experience. That being said though, thank you so much for watching. If you guys are new around here, I might have a couple extra videos for you right here and right here, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.